Hey everybody, I'm gonna sit here and try to do a little bit of napping. Hopefully get a piece of this shirt from Danny. Hopefully you can see it pretty well. It's I don't know, that Belton Chert. It's got some nice colors in it. Really slick, shiny. Hopefully I can make something out of it and not destroy it. You can see it's got a big concavity in it here. Have to take some off here and here. This is by far the hardest part to flint knap for me is to try to make a biface out of something, because I'm used to working with smaller nodules, something similar to this, and then I'm going to be working on something like this. So I've been practicing on this small stuff. So bear with me, this may go bad. Probably about as bad as that did. I don't know if you can, how well you can see it, but yeah, that was a dang it. It happens. So we're going to see if I can't reduce this down a little bit, make something out of it. Maybe. Well, you guys ask why. I see this on the lives all the time. Why people ask why you're doing this. Just to straighten the edges, knock all the loose stuff off, try to keep from basically just from crushing on the ends. So well, the rule is worst first, right? So see if I can come across this back and get this not too bad on the tip here, just a few little small flakes. Nice. Well, some pretty colors in these reds and pinks in it. Really nice. Got rid of most of that. I'm gonna lose it anyway because of the concavity behind it. So ooh, look at that. Nice. I like it. And let's see if I can't get some of this here cleared off. Make this not so ugly. That'll work. Probably make a point out of that. Might even get another flake to run right here if I'm lucky. I don't know if that overshot or what that did. How'd that come off there? Like that. And then knock that whole corner off there somehow. Which I guess it's an overshot, but I didn't really lose nothing I wasn't going to lose anyway, I don't guess. But, well, this stuff snaps great. Yeah, he got that heat treated just right. That'll make a point. Nice. Go ahead and see if I can't get some of this ugly off back here. May have some cracks in it. I'm not expecting some of those. Should put a little more mustard on it, but I guess that's all right. That ain't gonna be hard to get off right there. That's a nice flake. Get a point out of that too. Man, I'm getting lucky or something, guys. These flakes will travel with just a little bit of effort. Still pretty thick right there. Don't really want to mess with the middle too much yet. Maybe a couple little short ones here to just take some of that off. Let's just get rid of that ugliness right there if I can. My My mistake there. Ooh. Hit too high. I missed. Story of my life when it comes to napping. It doesn't look like it's going to be very forgiving of something like that. Stuff naps too easy. I'm used to some tough old Jeff City. That stuff will beat a bopper up. It'll turn a new bopper into that in just a little bit. Well, we got shorter. No doubt about that. Nice. Nice material. This material is better than me, that's for sure. Maybe zoning out on you guys a little bit here trying to study this. Apologize. Gosh, I love the sound of that snap. It's great. Trying to work on my accuracy with the bopper. Trying to keep my elbow on my leg instead of just swinging from up high. I seem to have a bad habit of that. I don't know if I got enough there to hit or not. I guess I might. Let's go ahead and see if this will come off first. Maybe give me some more room. Like that. Beautiful. Marvelous. Big old flake. See if I can run something in here and get some of this kind of square edge off the back. Yeah, kind of crunching on me. Story of my life. Yeah, if that would have worked, I messed it up. But that's what we're here for, to learn, right? Maybe I'll learn something by doing this. Maybe the video will slow me down a little bit instead of just back, smack, smack. Another habit of mine. It's kind of ugly right there. Man, that's knocking off some really thin pieces there. Really thin. Sharp. Ooh. This stuff's sharp. Might need to go down a bopper size. Let's try it a little smaller to see what happens. Maybe I'll have a little more control with it. It's not as wide. Still got this ugly end. Probably knock a little off, but I can hit it right here. But it's going to take a big scoop out here, and I don't really want to do that. That's fairly flat in there. It needs a little off, but not a lot. Maybe just a little, just to help. That was long. Daddy, if you see this stuff's sweet. Well, you got the heat down on it. guy napping it ain't very good at this, but yeah, I don't believe it's the rock's fault. Yeah. Didn't think it'd work, but hey, you don't know unless you try. Some of you guys probably look at this like, what is he doing? Now I know why he makes little points all the time. I actually like little points. But ever since I got that Dalton from Danny, that serrated one, I've wanted to replicate that. And just because Dalton was one of my favorite points. If I could make something that looked half as sweet as that, I would be really, really pleased. Oops, scooped it a little bit. Needed more gas. Oh well, it's coming out. It'll be all right. And I was watching Danny's video the other day, and I thought, man, he was bypassing some stuff. I was like, holy cow. He's doing 10, and I ain't even close to 1. I'm like, I got to practice more. I got to get some bigger rock to practice on. Which I got bigger rock, but I mean, practice with it anyway. Instead of just this little stuff all the time. Probably the only way I'm ever going to get good at this. Man, look at that. It broke. Part of it fell down there, but man, talking about a flake. Man, that thing is razor sharp. That'd really clean up nice. Hope indirect works as well. I'm better at indirect probably than I am direct percussion for sure. Gotta get this in fixed. Preferably without losing all my length. Can't make a big old Dalton if I can't maintain the length. Yeah, that helped a little bit. Little dab will do you. Kind of a funky flake right there. Wish I wouldn't have crunched that up so much. Little short flakes here. Got a concavity. Not much of a ridge. Take a few little short flakes here. Move that edge. Maybe I can get some of that under it. It's got to go away anyway. It's kind of above still. Yep. That fixed that problem. Boy, I bet this make a pretty Dalton. Pretty sure he made one of these. Somebody made one of these. I thought I seen it. Don't do that. Didn't have enough there to follow, I guess. Didn't really think I was going to hit it quite that much. If I can hit where I'm aiming. This side's a lot flatter. Still needs a little work, but a lot flatter than this side. Still got a lock on the tip here. I need to get off there too before I lose all of the width. It's kind of a odd shape right there where that broke on me earlier. Man, we're at 17 minutes already. That ain't a bopper. But I ain't the only one ever done that. Nice flake. That smoothed it up a little bit. Got a ridge right there, a little hump. Let's see if I can't set this up a little bit better. See if I can run something right up through here and take that little out. Maybe I'll get lucky and take part of that with it. If I can hit it. It's a pretty small. I better hit down here first. Well, maybe not. There we go. Yeah. Might try to save that for indirect too. I'm much better with indirect. Or because I'm accurate, I guess. Still got this big old turtleback on it though. I definitely need to get some stuff going on to get that out of there. Worst first. Thought that was going to go, but didn't go where I wanted it to. Well, it went where I wanted it to, just not as far as I wanted it to. Hey, come on, man. Boy, I'm messing this side all kinds of up. It's all right. It's a rock. And if I break it and it don't work, there's a whole box of them right there. First time working this stuff, I'm trying to feel it out and see how it does. I do like it, it naps really well. But I do believe that I might be better off with a little bit of that there indirect on this. I don't think I need that for this. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. I like it. Took a lot of that hump right there off. Nice flake. Nice material makes nice flakes. Man, I guess I'm just too wide to be trying to run those bigger flakes still. But that old tip's starting to look a little better. Starting to have a tip anyway. If I get rid of this ugly. Part of it. Afraid I'm gonna lose more than I want to here. It's alright. How long is this thing? Let's have a look. Should have measured it from the start. We're still right at 5 inches, real close. Yep, just right at 5 inches. That's not bad. Yeah, that was just a light hit and still run that far, all the way up to there. So, I have to be careful with this stuff. Don't want to go there. Kind of an odd flake, but it worked. I guess it got part of that ridge out anyway. This is going to be my problem that I created. Hopefully I can get it from this side. Run some flakes up in there. Now, I don't know how them guys do this where they just sit there and pack, smack this. I tried it and all I do is I knock big old chunks out. I'm not even trying to run flakes and they're running way, way easier than I was thinking they were going to. But it's doing that to me because I ain't really trying to run a flake out far. Guess I need to put a little more angle to it. Definitely got to get in here pretty quick. Maybe I can get something in here to run across the... No, let's do this back end first. Nice flake. I didn't do nothing. Don't like it when that happens. Like it when that happens. A little bit of a scoop, but not terrible. As long as I don't make an island in here. Right here. Got myself scared. You gotta get some of this weight off the back. It's just, if you look at it, it's concave that way, so it's kind of giving me kind of a hard time to get in there. Did it work? Let's see. Got part of it, but it definitely concaved it. But, you know, Let's try something that may not work. Let's hit that ugly spot. It might work. It might break it too. Dang. I fluted it. It's a flute. I could actually make a nice, probably a little cahokie out of that. I think I'll set that up here. Boy, that stuff's pretty material. Really, really nice. Man, when you got some mass in there, it'll run a flake. That's well over half the length of it right there. Right now I'm playing Fix All Your Mistakes. Pretty common. It's a game I play a lot, really. See if I can get some of this chunk off. Maybe I can get a big flake to run right up through here. I don't know, there's not a ridge there. It may want to go sideways or whatever. A little concave right there, so it may not work. But it might, if I put a little pressure on it. Where'd that come from? Like that. I took some of this off. It's the part that broke up here. Nice. I'll take it. Crunchy a little on me. Might be able to get a flake in here. It's gonna go through all that stuff. Hopefully it'll clear it out. Probably come up here, stop, create more problems. I might be able to even actually hit this in here, and it might work. Imagine that. I don't ever get that lucky. It's y'all's fault that worked. I'm afraid he's gonna dive and snap it in two on me, but hey, I got some of that mass out. If I can just run some long flakes in there, maybe I can clear this side up. Turn this edge a little bit. Man, you can't put much angle in like that. You got to really tilt this stuff up. Or at least I'm having to. Well, I got it ugly there and over here. I'm consistent. Got to be something, I guess. Nice. Should have hit that a little harder, but maybe I can take it, set this platform up pretty good here. Run right up in there. That's a long ways, but I'm gonna try it. I got on the back side. Well, I got a couple chances here. Well, that's right on center line, but hey, you don't know unless you try it. This stuff flakes pretty good. I was on center line and it went. So, guess I can run a couple little flakes right here, maybe, and raise it just to be on the safe side. Yep. And mess this side up in the process. I guess that was too much for it right there. I'm going to mess around if this don't work here in a second. Have a problem if I don't get that out of there. If I don't already have a problem. Because it's starting to look like I do. Yeah, I'm stacking up over here. Pay more attention to what I'm hitting, I guess. It's only good real narrow if this don't work. Give it some good support. We'll let her rip tater chip, right? Well, it shot right up through there. Cleaned some of it up. Wish it would have kind of fanned out there a little bit, but it's all right. Everybody needs a clip to jump off of. Might get one in there, but I doubt it. But I know how I'm going to find out. If I manage to get a biface out of this, it sure is going to make a pretty sharp one too. Like really sharp. Yeah, that's probably a bad idea, Jim. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. And you can see why it was a bad idea. Because of that. Yep. I was afraid I attacked it head on and I lost. Might be able to pick it out if I keep going around it though. Man, I don't know if it's just this spot or if it's from me messing up right there, but it's sure giving me fits right there. Yeah, let's go back to working on this and come back to that. That's where I'm going to lose my length right here. Trying to clean this back up. Well, that's one of the reasons. Kind of feels weird talking to myself on camera here. Hey, 33 minutes already. Some of you guys would have done had 5 or 6 bifaces made. Yeah, that was a good flake. That helped. That cleaned some uglies up. Not all of them, but it cleaned some of them up. Hopefully I ain't putting more in there. Don't feel like it. So them guys use a bopper. Just run them flakes all the way in there. And I get how it runs them in there with a bopper, but I ain't accurate enough. Man, I don't know if y'all seen it. I done that unboxing video short today of that point I got from Stone Hooks. Man, that thing is just, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how some of these guys are as good as they are. I suppose lots of practice, nap-ins where they get to learn from other guys probably is a big part. I've only got to go to one. And I didn't get to stay the whole time. I had to go to work. But I absolutely loved it without a doubt. Yep. Got in there a little bit. Wish it would have went farther, but it is what it is. We're going to do another headlong attack right into that here in a second. Right or wrong, that's what I'm gonna do. Because it's bugging me. I feel it on my hand when I turn it around. See if I can get under it. Well, look at that. Woohoo. Sweet. She gone. She gone, 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 gone. That was mostly luck and good material. There's hope for this biface yet. But unfortunately, I am running out of time. I'm at 36 minutes. And I have to stop in a minute. I'm going to have to make this more than one part. Probably come back to it tomorrow. Unfortunately, because I'm really having fun. But duty calls, right? Let's see if I can't get in here and not put an eyelet or a step, but just really put some oomph on it. Back pressure, support on the back here like this. And then push into it a little bit and try to really run a flake up in there. Might break it. I won't hit it pretty hard. Well, I got a good flake. Big, bold flake. Just didn't quite go far enough. I guess I'm just going to have to get it skinnier. I got plenty of width left there. Plenty. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that, but I got plenty of width to length. I'll be able to get it cleaned up, I believe. Learning the material a little bit better. And I don't know if y'all, how well the camera's picking up all these colors and stuff in it, but that's some really pretty rock. Pretty material. Get another flake or two on it, and then I'm going to have to get off here. Make more than one part to this. Yep, definitely going to have to get skinnier. Maybe I ought to be doing that. Just put some convexity in it and narrowing it up a little bit. Because it's plenty wide. No point trying to run a flake that wide. Dalton's ain't nowhere close to this big. It keeps staying this big. It may be something else before it's over. But that's what I want. That's what I always want. It's not what I always get. I don't know if it's stout enough or not, but yeah, kind of. Gotta figure out how to get this camera to zoom a little better so you guys can see better. It may be closer than it looks, but it looks to me like it's way away. I don't know. I'm new to this. I'll figure it out, though. Set up there a little bit. Maybe get something come in here and get some of the ugliness out. Might even break out the old file on this one. If I can get under that, that'd be sweet, and tie into that flake over there. Make Daddy happy. Well, that actually scooped, made a big enough flake probably to get a little bird point out of or something. Big old flake. Off just that little bit of edge right there. Just that little bit. Made that big old flake. Crazy. But it scoops it out in the middle. So I need to work on this end and this side and get some of this off the side before I don't have an arrowhead. I have a whole bunch of little arrowheads. Get some of this weight off. I got plenty of width still I can sacrifice, so playing with the material as much as anything, trying to figure it out and learn it a little bit. See if I can get a pretty nice flake to come up in here and get some of this stuff. If it ties into that, that'd be awesome. Ooh, that crushed on me. What's I'll call that? Somebody call that premature flakeration. Get right beside it. Did the same thing. Well, I guess we'll try something else. Because that obviously didn't work. That worked. That side's coming along pretty decent other than the middle. This side needs to thin out. Take a few flakes through here, and maybe I can get this off. Well, it's hard to remember to look at the camera and say if I'm focused. I hope I am, or staying in screen. It broke, but it cleaned a lot up. See if I can get a little crunchy. I'm gonna take a little flake off and then try to run up through there. Maybe. I don't like how that looks right there. It's kind of crunchy. Clean this up, maybe. Yeah, well, it crunched on me. There it is. I guess it went farther than I thought it did. But it hinged there. Scoop, or whatever you call that looking thing right there. It's not a step fracture. I guess that's a step fracture and that's a hinge. I guess that's what I'd call it. Maybe I can flute it. Make a Clovis. No, I don't think so. I made a couple Clovises. There weren't no prize winners, but they were Clovises. That wasn't too disappointed on. Ooh, scooped out that corner. Nice to know. Nice to know what this with instead of when I get down to the nitty gritty. I don't know if I got up on the edge too high or what. I didn't think I did, but I might have. I have been guilty of that. Probably today. Probably done it, didn't even realize it. Gotta even this back up a little bit anyway. Might as well turn it up and see if I can run a flake down the middle while it's still pretty wide and stout. Maybe I can get a flake in here and eat that up. Probably driving some of y'all crazy, the shape of it. I know when I'm watching, there's things that drives me nuts a little bit that other people don't seem to bother, and then it drives me nuts, and I'm sure it's no different when I'm doing this. I'm sure there's something or everything. Let's hope I don't snap this baby in two right here. I am planning on hitting it fairly hard, but with good support, maybe. Ooh, look at that. That really cleaned that up pretty. I don't know if I can put this back together. Right there. Now, how come I don't do that when I'm making a Clovis? Or trying to make a Clovis? Nice. Now it's looking more like a biface. A little more cleanup, but it's getting there. I know I said I was going to go, and I'm still going, but just not in. I had to clear some of that up. I couldn't leave y'all with such an ugly biface. It still got some ugly, but if time permits, I'll make another part tonight or tomorrow, maybe. That did some good. It does like to do that, though. But excellent stuff. Really good rock. Don't forget about the tip, Jim. You get it too thick and you won't have one anymore. You have another bird point. You don't get some of that out there. Probably get that with indirect, or percussion itchy stick, but I'm gonna try to do it like this. Now that's weird. That hit there just turned and went that way. And I don't know why it done that. There might be a little seam or something in there. If you can see what I'm talking about here on the side. That was weird how it done that. Wasn't expecting it. I expected it to just run right up in there. It's sharp. I'm bleeding from somewhere. No idea where. Unless the rock's bleeding. I don't think it is. Still plenty wide enough. Oh well. Alright guys, I gotta get off here. We got a little biface. Excellent stuff here. Hopefully it's not too terrible a video. You can see how shiny this stuff is. Hopefully it looks better in when I get it done than it looks to me in the viewer over here. I got some ugliness on it still to work out. Hopefully I'll get to do a part 2 on it. But if not, there's what we made. And yeah, I'm definitely leaking somewhere. Yep, right there on my finger, I guess. That's why I usually wear 2 gloves. But anyway, there's a biface for you. A little napping, indirect. And my nemesis, the bopper. I wish I was good with one. I am not. Got a lot of ugly down here I got to clean up and across here. But I still got a lot of width. I can come in. I should be able to get in there and get to it, I think. It flakes so good. I should, even with my skills, I can. That side cleaned up pretty good right there. Hopefully you can see it. And thanks for watching. And hope to see y'all next time. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. See you next time. Just in doubt, you can always smack a rock.